Welcome back to BizEdge Q&A, your go-to podcast for insights into scaling businesses in today's fast-paced digital world. In our signature style, we'll get to the heart of success in just 10 questions over 10 minutes. I'm your host, Anna, and today we're honored to feature an extraordinary guest who embodies the spirit of innovation and strategic mastery in media. Meet Rachel Rutland, the founder and CEO of Rutland Media Group, a trailblazer in navigating the complex landscape of modern media. And Rachel and I worked together many years ago at Crane Communications, and it's wonderful to get to see you again, Rachel. Welcome.
Thank you, Anna. I'm so happy to be here.
Wonderful. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your journey as an entrepreneur?
Sure. So I have spent the last 20 years in media. I've worked on both the vendor and the advertising agency side. I started Rutland Media Group in an effort to help my clients with their marketing and advertising strategy. We work across all media platforms. So that includes a lot of digital, which encompasses social, search, TV, streaming's really big right now. Of course, broadcasting, cable, outdoor, direct mail, you name it. And then we plan their media buys and negotiate with each vendor to ensure that they're getting the most value.
That's wonderful. Are you ready to get started?
Yes, I am.
All right. So let's start with the first question. Could you share a little bit about your incredible journey as an entrepreneur? We want to hear some of the highlights and memorable moments.
Yeah. So, I've always wanted to start my own business. I've loved working for myself, and being on the vendor side really gave me that opportunity to build my own success. So I love accomplishing and exceeding personal goals that I've set. Having spent 20 years in media on both the vendor and agency side really allowed me to gain the expertise I needed to go off on my own. Of course, there's challenges and constraints within corporate America, so it is really exciting to be able to start my own business. I realized after working with so many different types of clients that marketing truly is a skill gap. Every single company needs marketing and advertising, and there's so many different verticals, and the owners of those businesses are experts in what they do. Lawyers understand law, realtors understand buying and selling homes, but most business owners struggle with implementing the right media strategy that's truly going to help grow their business. So that's where I come in. I can become an extension of their team without them having to hire an employee, and it allows the business owner to focus on running their business.
There's so much value in that. You're definitely saving them a lot of overhead from hiring their own staff and continued training and employment. So that's an awesome add-on.
Yeah, thanks, Anna.
All right, second question. Every entrepreneur faces challenges. What's one of the most memorable hurdles you've encountered, and how did you conquer it?
Yeah, I think when you're first starting out, you don't realize all the challenges that you're going to come across. A couple of key things that you want to consider is in the beginning, especially, is just ensuring you have official contracts in place for your clients to sign, determining how you're going to bill your clients. How are you actually going to be compensated fairly for your work? What platforms are you going to use to get your email set up, and billing, and all of that. So once you get the back office in order, then, I think it's important to really start to align with your client's needs and goals. So I had an incident that made me realize how important it is to really do all your due diligence with a client to ensure that you're aligned on a specific project. So there was a time I submitted a proposal or a share of work, and it really included everything I could offer, from media strategy to buying to planning. It was definitely overkill, and I think it was way more than the client was expecting. So I learned from that, and I know now that, focus on the specific project at hand. Even though you want to do everything for them, it's really just best to focus on their needs specifically, provide as much value as you can, and it will all work out.
Awesome. Great advice too. Thanks for sharing that. All right. Now, third question. Entrepreneurs make countless decisions. Can you recall one pivotal decision that significantly shaped your business journey?
Yes. So I think making the decision to go off on your own is definitely a big one. I had been in corporate for 20 years. So in order to truly believe that this was something that I wanted to do, I had to take some time off from my corporate job. I think that is a very scary thing for a lot of people to do. I have 11-year-old twins. I've always worked full time. This really allowed me to spend some time with my family and think about how I want to live my life and how I want it to be set up, and truly what's most important. So I decided that running my own business was definitely what I wanted to do. It would not only allow me to do a better job for my clients, but it would also allow me to be more present for my family. So I get so much joy out of helping these businesses grow now and looking at their marketing strategy from all angles. And that's what I'm able to do now.
Wonderful. And I'm sure you're good at everything that you do, knowing who you are, Rachel.
Thank you.
Now, let's see. Question 4. Staying innovative in your industry is crucial. How do you keep those creative juices flowing and stay ahead of the competition?
Yes, that's a great question. So when I take on a new client, I do a ton of industry research around that vertical. Obviously, I work with every single kind of vertical. So, there's a lot that goes into each industry. And it's really all about what are their competitors doing? How can we best reach their target and defining that target specifically, and then figuring out which platforms are going to drive the most results and reach those people. So media is constantly evolving, you know that. I stay on top of all the emerging trends, and digital is really where we're seeing the most innovation. So any needs that my clients have, whether that's creative, branding, web design, they want to focus on lead generation, I am able to really help them. The cool thing is, every client brings on a whole new set of challenges. Some have been in business for 50 years and they've got a great, well-established brand. And others are ready to just launch a brand new company. So I think that, working from all different angles with all different types of clients is very invigorating and it keeps me going.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing the insights there. All right. Now, question 5. Motivation is key, especially in the tough times. What's your secret for staying inspired and motivated throughout your entrepreneurial journey?
Yeah, I think obviously the end goal is for my clients to be successful and for their businesses to grow. So when I hear that what we are putting out there is working, I am incredibly excited. I had a client recently where we did a promotion for them and we made sure that it was consistent across all of their platforms, from TV to direct mail to search to social. And this promotion actually created a ton of buzz and they are now booked out for months. So the beautiful thing is marketing and advertising does work. You can't always tell whether or not it's working, but sometimes you get these wonderful stories that really excite you and keep you going. So I also think having one person specifically handling all of your marketing makes a big difference, tying it all together holistically. So everything from messaging to creative to your budget, your brand overall, I think really helps grow the business and motivates me that we're doing the right thing.
That's awesome. Congratulations on a great campaign there. All right. Now, question 6. Imagine giving advice to someone just starting on their entrepreneurial path. What pearls of wisdom would you share?
Yeah, so I believe that if you have that calling to start your own business, there's absolutely a reason for that. So trust your gut, trust that you can do it and that you're making the right decision. Of course, there's going to be challenges like there is with everything in life, but those all turn into learning experiences. So you have to keep going, and all of that adds to your success in the future. I think working for yourself and accomplishing your own goals is incredibly rewarding. I also believe slow and steady wins the race. So it's best to learn the lessons and the knowledge needed in the beginning. So your first year, just let it be a learning lesson. Don't be too hard on yourself. And then in year 2, focus on growth. And the last piece of advice is don't give up. Realize that every entrepreneur feels alone at times, doubts themselves when they first start out. But if you continue to persevere, you will succeed.
Absolutely. Such great advice. And it's like, it boils down to pick your hard, right? No matter what you
Yeah,
do, whether it's staying in a corporate role or starting something on your own, it's going to be hard. So
that's so true.
just
Yep.
make the choice that resonates best with you.
Yeah, I love that.
All right. Question 7. You've probably mastered some outstanding marketing and branding techniques. Care to let us in on one of your secret strategies that really hit the mark?
Yeah. So, originally when I started my business, I just reached out to past clients, and, that can only go so far. However, as an advertising company myself, I should definitely know how to market and brand myself, right? So it's an
True.
interesting one because I'm helping other clients do this and obviously also need to help myself. I haven't spent a ton of time doing this for myself, so I'm glad you brought it up because it's something that I aim to focus on. For the short term, I am just focusing on building it organically. But this is part of my growth strategy is making sure that I'm, getting out there and branding myself. I think this podcast and this conversation that we're having will allow me to get in front of people and for them to know, what I'm doing and how I can help them. But I also think in terms of building your brand originally from the start, the most important thing is getting your logo and your website out there, and build something that feels authentic to you and brings your offering to life. Because all you really have, if someone doesn't know you, is your website. That's where they're going to go. They're going to see what you have to offer, and they're going to decide if you're someone they potentially want to work with or not.
True. Wonderful advice. Thank you. All right, we're getting close to the end. Question 8. Personal growth and learning play a huge role in entrepreneurship. How do you stay committed to your own development?
Yeah, it's a great question. So besides staying on top of research and emerging media trends, I am definitely diving deep into networking right now. I think any business needs to do that. But in general, lately, I've been really wanting to kind of get out there and meet people, whether that's in my local community, whether that's women entrepreneurs, whether that's specifically in my industry, marketers and digital platforms. So really, I'm just researching potential groups to join and staying in touch with past colleagues like you and everyone I've built in my network over the past 20 years. So, and even when it comes to working with clients currently, I tap into old colleagues and people in the industry that I've met throughout the years that can help me strategize. If I have a question about radio, because I haven't been in radio before, I will reach out to my the people in my network. And even though I'm a business owner and I'm off on my own, I have a network of people that I can always tap into. So it's that. And then it's also, staying committed to my development also involves living a holistic lifestyle, focusing on self-care. It's not just about the business, it's about taking care of myself. So I can be calm and present for everybody in my life. So that includes healthy eating, yoga, meditation, walks in nature, just finding your calm as much as you possibly can.
I agree 100%. And I actually just launched the BizEdge Bootcamp Facebook group today. So I'll send you an
Cool.
invitation to join.
Yes, that's great.
Right. Now, question 9, just a couple questions left. Successful entrepreneurs often share common traits. In your opinion, what are some essential qualities for anyone looking to thrive in business?
Yeah, I really believe it's all about just not giving up, believing in yourself, asking for help when you need it. Like I said, leaning on your network. You do have people, you're not alone. And then the desire to truly help people, because we all go into business to, bring a greater good into the world or help people in some sort of a way. So make your clients' lives or businesses better and you will feel amazing. So it's all about self-motivation, courage, and the drive to succeed despite all of the adversity that you are bound to face.
Great advice. Thank you. All
Mhm.
right. Last question. We're building an incredible network of entrepreneurs here. Who do you think has an amazing story or unique insights that would be perfect for a future BizEdge Q&A interview? Definitely want to hear your recommendations.
Yes. So the nice thing is I have surrounded myself with some pretty incredible women entrepreneurs, two of which are ones I would absolutely recommend for this podcast. Britta Kramer is the owner of Private Palette. She used to live in New York and just moved back to Wisconsin. She helps people build confidence through life transitions, especially women, and that includes healthy eating. She does women's retreats. She's all about sustainable living. So she creates these just amazing events and also really helps people get to a better place in their lives. So she would be someone spectacular to talk to, as well as my friend Liz Saberna. She started Willowbrook Interiors a couple years ago.
That's amazing. They sound like wonderful people to talk to. And I
Yeah,
appreciate your time today. It's wonderful to reconnect and
too.
look forward to having a nice chat about all things marketing in the very near future.
Sounds good, Anna. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.